while growing up watching her and just have her being an idol of mine. And then Nastia Lukin is also a very big role model of mine in the gymnastics world. Her and I, like, our techniques are very different and like our body types are very different, but her elegance and her poise is just very inspiring. And then Nadia Comaneci, she is a little bit older, but yes, sir, she laid the foundation for the sport. And I think she really exposed the world to the sport of gymnastics and gave it a name. And because gymnastics is definitely an underrated sport, in my opinion, I think a lot of people don't. It's very difficult to fully understand what it takes to reach a certain level, and she brought to the forefront so people are able to appreciate this sport a little bit more. And then my fourth would be
drum roll.
I think Dominique Dawes is also, going back a little bit, she is very inspiring, and just her story and how she faced adversity and then she overcame it, and now she's a household name. So I think those would be my four.
Awesome. She brought up the trailblazer, the pioneer. Awesome. Being a student athlete on the high school level definitely has its challenges. I was a high school student athlete myself, but now we're talking about the big leagues, the college level. Kind of share with our young viewers a day in the life of a college student athlete.
So I usually start my day with school, and I go to school in the mornings and have 2 classes, and then right from school I go to treatment and physical therapy. And so I'll have like an hour and a half of that, and then we have our days blocked off from noon to 5 p.m. for practice every day, so we can't have any classes during that time. And so then I'm at practice for a good amount of time. It's usually about 4 hours, and then we have recovery after that. And then I get home, eat dinner, take a shower, and then do a lot of homework because we have that large chunk of our day blocked out for gymnastics. It's hard to really prioritize your studies in terms of time management. And so I do school in the mornings and at night. And then once I get in the gym, I like to just be at gym and have all my focus go towards gymnastics. So it's definitely hard. The biggest adjustment from high school to college is time management and learning how to build your schedule to where it works best for you, because everybody is different. So you may get advice from older classmates and teammates and whatnot, but you have to really find out what works best for you, because in college you have to become very independent very quickly. It's another very big adjustment, and you have all these people supporting you, but you also have to know how to use your support system and where they come into your schedule. So I think just being able to find that rhythm as quickly as possible is the biggest adjustment from high school to college.
Okay, at that level. And as far as like a tool bag, so to speak, for high school juniors and seniors that do hope to get that college gymnastics scholarship, what are some of the things that you would put into their tool bag?
I would think boldness is definitely a very big thing. Boldness and courage, because you have to put yourself out there. You have to get yourself out of your comfort zone and break those barriers, because the recruiting process is very intense, and everybody wants to be a college athlete. So you have to really put yourself out there and show coaches why you stand out over others. And then I would also say organization. Organization is a big one, because you need to be able, that includes like time management, and then just knowing what to prioritize in terms of getting to the next level. And it's very hard to balance academics and athletics, because you want to prioritize athletics, but I've realized like college, I'm here for an education. So education comes first and then athletics comes second. So just learning how to balance that and prioritize that. And those would probably be my two biggest things. And then obviously you have to keep things light and fun because you don't want to be too intense about everything, because at the end of the day, you're here to have fun and to make good memories and to prepare yourself for the future. So just to put things in perspective and know that you can have goals and you're going to go after your goals, but at the end of the day, if you're not having fun, then it's not going to be worth it.
And speaking of bag and having fun, top 10 gymnast bag necessities. Hit me with some of the few things that you guys and ladies have in those giant duffel bags.
So definitely we have our equipment. So like tiger paws I use for wrist protection on floor and vault, grips for bars, and then just extra little necessities. I like to have sparkle spray for my hair for competitions, lip balm, and I like to keep a journal. So we have journals that we write like our goals before meets and just like some thought processes. Water bottle for sure. Got to stay hydrated. Extra hair clips and hair ties because you never know. Hairspray is a big one. Makeup is good because now that I'm on TV, like I have to look good. A snack. Snacks are very important for fueling purposes and just keeping that energy because you burn a lot of calories and stuff during gymnastics, so you need to refuel.
What kind of snacks are ideal for gymnasts? You guys are flipping and went upside down, sideways. Like, what are some of the fuel options that you all go?
So everyone works differently. I know a couple girls on our team can eat like full meals right before they go and stuff.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Personally for me, I like to keep things like light. So just like deli meat and cheese and pretzels are a good one, fruit snacks. We have these Gatorade energy chews, which are really great just in between events. But yeah.
Future outlook. What's your kind of your 4-year goal plan when you're looking at that crystal ball?
So I do like to, it's hard for me to think about the future because things change so quickly. And I like to stay in the moment and be present, but ideally, I'd like to make history with this team because I want to make my college experience and time here memorable and make history because I know our capabilities and I know that we're capable of doing so. And so I want to put our name on the map. And then for academics, obviously I want to get my degree and be able to use what I've learned to build myself up for the future and to make connections, because connections are a very big thing for college gymnastics and getting jobs. So increase my connections in my cohort and my community. And then, yeah.
Yep. Building your network. Now, a question that you're probably not used to hearing on our podcast. We can't let our guests go unless we get this question. So okay. If you were coming up with a movie about you so far in your young life so far, what would be the title of that movie and what actress would play you and why?
Okay. So I'm actually in the process of writing this book, and it's called Worth It. And it's the process of starting gymnastics and like just the journey of gymnastics and starting from the beginning and getting to the collegiate level and working towards this one goal, which is college, and seeing if all those years of hard work made it worth it. And so I think it would be called Worth It. And then actress, Okay, I know, I think one of my favorite actresses is Meryl Streep. So if she was like young and
Okay.
and if she was like able to play the role, I think Meryl Streep would be really good. But um, yeah.
Awesome. Now, with sports, whether it's high school level, college level, pro level, we talk about the physicality. We also talk about, you know, the administrative side. We're talking about the grades, but in between those lines, there's another battle that sometimes goes on between the ears. What is self-care and mental health to you as it pertains to a student athlete?
Self-care and mental health is extremely important, and it's important to prioritize it because I've learned you can get caught up in life so quickly and things just keep getting thrown at you and more things on your plate and your schedule gets really full really fast and it's very overwhelming. This adjustment process from high school to college has been crazy, and throwing athletics and academics and appointments and meetings on top of it has been really hard. And being able to take time for myself and find things that will refill my tank. For me, it's going to church and finding small groups and going to FCA. Those things refill my tank, and I make sure to prioritize those into my schedule because I know that if I didn't have those and I didn't have those refueling activities, that I would be burnt out. And so to me, it's just very important to find those things that refuel your tank and give you the energy so you can do your best in the classroom and in your sport.
And what advice would you have to not just a college gymnast, but any college student athlete that was struggling from the mental health side?
I would say to reach out. There's so many people that are here to support you: friends, teammates, coaches, trainers, sports psychologists. They're all here to help you. And just reaching out to somebody, asking them maybe if they are having similar struggles and how they are feeling about things. Just having someone to talk to is always a good option because it really gives you perspective, and it helps you feel like you're not alone because you're not alone and everybody's going through the same thing, and everyone struggles. So definitely reaching out is a big one, and finding those support system people, because they may be surrounded by you, but if you don't know they're there, it's really hard to take advantage of them. So finding those resources is probably my biggest piece of advice.
Appreciate that advice. It's always one thing for a non-student athlete, to kind of share some of this information, but it holds that much more weight when it's one student athlete to another. So definitely appreciate that. When will your book be done, and are you gonna put it on Amazon once it's published?
So my